Hello, dear students. Welcome, and I hope that you're having a nice day today. Okay, so before we get started, let's just have a quick rundown of the things that I discussed in my last video. So I was able to discuss day one of the introduction to contemporary issues, which is where we discussed about the etymology of the word and the things that contemporary issues touches on. Now, for today, we will pick up where we left off. The main focus of today's discussion or of today's video is for us to discuss why contemporary issues is such an important subject. Before I continue, I would like to share the materials that I have used for as resource for today's video or for today's discussion, and you may check that out using the description box below. Okay, now, when I discussed this part of the lesson with my students, I gave them some time to read an excerpt of the textbook that we are using, which is also indicated in the description box below. Um, After which I had the students discuss each point, and my main role was just to facilitate, which means that I simply ask questions about the topic and have the students share their thoughts or what they've understood about the reading. But for today, I am discussing this part as a continuation of my lecture discussion. So let's get started. Okay. So the main question that I get or that we always get because the subject is new, contemporary issues is new, is that why do we need to study about contemporary issues? Well, according to Sarenas D, hi Sarenas, if you're watching, there are actually five benefits to studying contemporary issues. The first one is so that we may become part of the global village. The first point only tells us that contemporary issues makes the world smaller. Take a look around where you are right now. If you're going to take a look at the items you have, it may say that it is made in China, US, Italy, Vietnam, or even France. But the raw materials that were needed to produce it would most likely come from a different country or different countries. Let's take, for example, chocolates. Chocolate is a widely known type of food, and one specific type of chocolate that is known and sought after are Belgian chocolates. Now, Belgium does not produce raw cocoa beans, which is an essential ingredient in making chocolates. Instead, they procure cocoa beans from other countries. In 2018, according to the Center of the Promotion of Imports, Belgium sourced around 99.3% of its cocoa bean directly from countries like Ivory Coast, Nigeria, and Ghana. You might be wondering, Miss, what does this have to do with contemporary issues? Well, one of the main issues that we have today is the existing socioeconomic gap between rich and the poor. And in many countries, farmers are usually part of the poor sector. And of course, our ability to be efficient in using and harnessing our resources, such as cocoa beans in this case. Looking at the production of chocolate itself, we are already discussing two prominent issues that exist, which is poverty and the environment. And both of these issues are under contemporary issues. In a way, this makes the world smaller because you get to see and feel how we are interconnected.
The second one is it builds informed opinions. Contemporary issues creates an opportunity for us to have our own mind on certain matters. Look at it this way. When we do online shopping, may it be Lazada or Shopee, we tend to weigh in our options. We look at the cheapest option possible with the highest review and feedback. We also read the product details to see what we really should be getting. And if there's a buyer's gallery, we take a look at the pictures taken by the previous buyers to see what the outcome of their buy was. This process is similar to the second point of contemporary issues, but instead of looking at products to buy, we look at problems, which allows us to objectively stand on certain societal issues. Because of this, we can create a collective voice that pushes the government to listen and act. This may cause the improvement, revision, and even abolition of laws, implementation of policies, or even a more effective check and balance of government offices. The third one is that it stimulates discussion. I'd like you to think of a certain personal topic that you are very much interested to talk about with your friends. It may be about love life, movies, or even online games. Now, imagine when was the last time that you discussed these things with them and try to remember how enthusiastic you were in these discussions. Now, that feeling and enthusiasm that you have in those discussions are similar to the third point of contemporary issues, because knowing more about the challenges we face today helps us to speak up about certain issues that we are passionate and knowledgeable about. It encourages and pushes us to become more participative in discussions and at the same time improves our knowledge and perspective on certain issues. The fourth one is that it establishes a personal relationship. You know the feeling you get when you listen to a song, watch a movie, or read a book that resonates to you? How it connects with you, how it makes you feel, and how you understood its meaning. Well, contemporary issues also creates that feeling when people start to share their insights and views on certain issues that speaks to them. When adults talk about overwork and underpaid, when women talk about being sexualized, or when people of color are treated differently. When you talk about an issue that you struggle with or you see firsthand, you create a more personal relationship with others because you help them understand the issue that you see is important and therefore talks about who you are as a person. The last one is about learning cultural relativism. In discussing culture, there is no proper approach that we could use to compare and say that one culture is better or above the other. Nevertheless, contemporary issues helps us understand these different cultures. It makes us become more sensitive and it helps us get rid of our biases against certain groups of people, race, and culture. It creates an avenue for us to see diversity and in the process helps us discern better on where we stand on different issues. To sum it all up, there are many reasons why we should study and learn more about contemporary issues. But one main reason for studying it is to open our eyes to the type of oppression and struggles that people face. We may not directly feel these challenges, but never for 1 second think that these issues do not concern you. Because at the end of the day, no man is an island. And being part of a society or a community creates a domino effect. And with that, I end my lesson for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, click on the like button. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button for updates. Once again, goodbye and thank you. God bless you and stay safe. Bye! See you in my next video.